Welcome back again. So, been a while since I posted the last, but been doing a fair bit. At the moment, doing oil changes. Did the engine a couple of weeks ago and forgot to do everything else because I didn't feel like it, but doing front diff, gearbox, transfer case, rear diff, back there. So, that is what came out of this gearbox, mostly metal filings through it. It tends to grind between 4th and 3rd gear, but that's probably where most of it came from. And yeah, now we're just refilling with brand new gear oil at 10 mil per pump. That's 7 to 8 litres of oil. This is the second bottle, so I've already pumped this 400 times. I'm going to have to do it for another 300-ish to 400 to refill it. Because I forgot to get the big drum pump for the 20 litre bottle that I left somewhere else, so yeah. Come back to you when I find out how much this actually takes, because I'm going to assume the oil level's a little bit low when I've done it. Alright, so done the gearbox. 6.5 litres went back in, so I don't know if that's still settling or what it was, but only 6.5 fitted in, so that's what went back in. And the I would check the manual, but the manual's very vague to this model since the book's not actually for this one. And the transfer case doesn't match up with the book either, so that's just fun. So, anyway, that's the gearbox done. Onto the transfer case, and then the diffs. So, transfer case actually looks like oil coming out of it, unlike the gearbox, which was a metal slushy. There's a good chance that thing never actually got drained in its life, since we're only at 40,000 Ks now, so probably never got serviced. This thing though, I have no idea what transfer case this is, because according to the drawing for it, that thing shouldn't be there for this model. So I assume it's a PDO drive of some kind, but no idea. Unless it's just reversible, which I don't know why it would. So if anyone actually recognises that, that'd be much appreciated to know what this is and why it's there. But I'm going with a PDO. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, oil actually came out. Gonna nip up all these bolts that are leaking on the back cover, and then ignore the problem and put oil back in it. If it keeps leaking after I nip them all up, because they are already nipping up slightly, then back gets popped off and new seals get put in it at some point, which will be fun again. But yeah, there's much less oil this time, probably 3-ish litres. So yeah, filling the transfer case now. Another 100 pumps, 500 probably this time, because 5 litres came out, so we'll see what goes back in again. Why is that leaking? It's not leaking, never mind. It's all good. Apparently there's a crack in the exhaust too, which we're going to ignore entirely, because I may have to put a new exhaust on this anyway. Anyway, transfer case time. So, front diff now. I probably should have checked how much oil came out of this thing. Now at the 6 litre mark so far. I'm going to go and double check the manual on what the diff's meant to have in it, because I've just realised if I fill it all the way to that bung hole, that's a lot of fluid through the shafts too, and I don't think it's meant to have that much. But we'll find out after I finish putting 7 litres in it, and then not take it back out. So, doing back diff. I ran out of oil, apparently. So down to the 1.5 litres in this bob, which is about 3 short of what came out of this thing, so we got more oil. Gotta do a quick shit trip to go and get it. So next time I do this in another 40,000 Ks, so a couple of years at least, I'm just going to get 2 20 litre drums, so I have 40 litres, because this adds up to 32 so far. So yeah, we'll go with that. So this one gets filled up just to the fill hole. Apparently there is a height indicator in the transfer case. It's a separate bolt you're meant to pull out. So it's over full, but it was like that when I emptied it, so we're going to ignore that. Front diff also has a fill hole height, well, an oil level height bolt. I only realised that after checking the manual, and when I got to the point of realising the fill hole is above the centre of the axle shafts, so that was a lot of fluid. But strange enough, I put the same amount of oil in as what came out when I realised that, so I just left it. So it's got plenty of oil. All of them got oil. So transfer and diffs both look like they actually had new oil put in at some point. The gearbox is the only one that was full of metal filings and black and sludgy. So it was probably still the second service oil instead of the 3 or 4 that the rest has had.